In Tech Watch, Twitter announced late last night billionaire Tesla and SpaceX founder Elon Musk will not be joining its board. This is an about-face from just last week when it was announced Musk was now Twitter's biggest shareholder and that he would be joining the board. But now CEO Parag Agrawal says Musk informed them he would not take the seat. He added the company will welcome Musk's input whether he's on the board or not. But this interesting dance between the social media giant and the tech disruptor may only be just beginning. CBS News tech reporter Dan Patterson joins us now for more on all of this. Hi, Dan. So do you have any insight into why Musk reversed his decision about joining the board? And also, was he trolling Twitter this weekend? What was that about?
First of all, I have no actual insights, although I really did try. Neither does Twitter. And look, the key word there is troll. Look, everything Musk says and does publicly has to be filtered through a very skeptical eye. And the reason for that is just history. Look, we've seen him perform very similar actions when it comes to Tesla and other companies. He likes to hype. He likes to introduce very interesting ideas to the public space, just kind of a euphemism for he likes to troll.
Absolutely. So, we do know that he called for an overhaul of Twitter's subscription service, including the addition of crypto payments. Tell us what Twitter Blue is and whether some of these changes have a chance of being adopted.
So first of all, Twitter subscription service. Yeah, so many people have not realized that Twitter does sell a subscription service. It's about $36 a month, and it's just okay. It's been languishing for several months. And look, Musk introducing the idea of new features, not a bad idea. Twitter Blue, he has suggested right now, doesn't do a whole lot. It gives you some of the top tweets. It gives you some of the top tweeters in your network. What Musk has suggested is adding that blue verified check mark, very valuable, to all subscribers, dropping the price and allowing people to make payments using cryptocurrency, much like you might be able to do on Instagram very soon.
I wonder how much people would be willing to pay for that little blue check mark. That'd be interesting to see. So over the weekend, though, he also Musk suggested that Twitter is dying, saying that, celebrities like Taylor Swift, who have millions of followers on Twitter, never tweet. So why would he suggest the company that he just bought so many shares in is dying? What's the strategy behind that?
All right. Well, the strategy is, once again, remember our keyword, troll. So Musk did buy a significant portion of Twitter. He's now the service's single largest shareholder. And of course, the stock popped as soon as he bought it. So he could have just turned around and sold it. It's likely that he is doing kind of similar to what he did with Dogecoin and Bitcoin and Tesla, where he kind of said negative things and he tried to kind of dance around these issues. Look, this is Musk trolling. Twitter isn't dying. Look, it's not as big as rivals Facebook, but it is the center of the cultural zeitgeist. News happens on Twitter, and Musk knows this.
Center of the cultural zeitgeist. Dan, those are strong words. All right, Dan Patterson, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your insight.
Good to see you.